Hundreds of people disappear without a trace every year, leaving their families perplexed and a lot of spooky questions behind. From a lively teen vanishing out of the blue, a daring hiker mysteriously gone, or the eerie puzzle of two friends' final trek. These tales aren't just strange, they're creepy mysteries that have left families and investigators chasing shadows. Get ready for a journey into the unknown. What really happened to these missing souls? The answers might always remain out of reach. 1. Craig Frier. Craig Frier, a 17-year-old from Scotia, New York, went missing in June 2004. He was a popular, red-headed guy with a great smile. Craig was a top soccer player at Scotia Glenville High School and was going to be named team captain. He also had a part-time job and bright college prospects. On June 27, 2004, Craig left home, supposedly for work, but his mother later found out that he had been fired from work weeks earlier and hadn't told his parents. Upset, they called his girlfriend, not knowing that they had broken up. At first, she said she didn't know where he was, but later admitted that he was with her. Craig's mother told him to come home immediately, but instead of driving back, Craig ran off, looking scared. Witnesses saw him walking along the railroad tracks behind his ex-girlfriend's place and then heading into the woods, telling them to be quiet. Even after a thorough search and checking the nearby Mohawk River, there was no sign of him. In 2021, a co-worker said they saw Craig in a car heading north on Route 50 after he went missing, but it didn't lead to any answers. Craig's family is still looking for answers, but his disappearance is still a mystery. 2. Jared Negretti. In 1991, 12-year-old Jared Negretti went hiking with his Boy Scout troop towards the summit of Mount San Gorgonio in Southern California's San Bernardino National Forest. At around 6 p.m., about 1,000 feet from the summit, Jared, who was seen lagging behind, went missing. Despite warnings to stay on the trail, he was shortcutting the switchbacks. The Scoutmaster planned to collect him on the way down, but Jared was gone when he returned. The Scoutmaster, realizing Jared was missing, hiked 5 miles in the dark to get help. Sheriff's deputies and search and rescue teams began an extensive search covering 130 square miles of rugged terrain. Within 3 days, they found a footprint matching Jared's high-top tennis shoes, beef jerky, candy wrappers, and his camera. The camera contained 12 photos, mostly landscapes, but the last was a close-up of Jared's face, possibly indicating he lost the camera sliding down the mountain. Despite a 2-week search involving 3,000 people and 45,000 hours, Jared's remains were never found. Theories include falling off the trail, a bear attack, or abduction, but no conclusive evidence has been found. His disappearance remains a mystery after more than 3 decades. 3. Kenny Veach, a YouTuber. Kenny Veach, a 47-year-old adventurer from Las Vegas, mysteriously disappeared in the Mojave Desert on November 10, 2014, while searching for a cave he claimed emitted strange vibrations. Known for his adventurous spirit and fascination with the unknown, Kenny had previously posted about this M-shaped cave on YouTube, sparking both intrigue and skepticism among viewers. Equipped with a 9mm pistol and a video camera, Kenny embarked on what would be his final hike to find the elusive cave. Despite fans warning him not to return, he ventured into the desert alone. His vehicle was later found near the Sheep Mountains, and his cell phone was discovered close to an abandoned mine shaft, but no other trace of him was found. Kenny's girlfriend, Sharian Pilgrim, believes he may have taken his own life, citing his long battle with depression and his refusal to seek help. Despite extensive search efforts involving over 30 rescue team members and a helicopter flyover, Kenny's body has never been found. Theories about his disappearance range from a tragic accident to more fantastical ideas involving secret government facilities or alien abduction. Kenny's story remains one of the desert's enduring mysteries, a tale that continues to captivate and perplex those who hear it. In March 2014, Dutch friends Chris Kremers and Lisanne Froon traveled to Panama to celebrate their graduation, taking extra shifts to fund their trip. They arrived in Bocate, staying with a local family, and vanished while hiking on April 1st. Scheduled to hike with a guide the next day, their host family's dog returned alone that evening, raising alarms. Their belongings were found at the host family's home, but the women were missing. A thorough search involving locals, police, and helicopters turned up nothing initially. 2 months later, a local discovered a backpack containing their phones, camera, and other personal items near a river. Their phone logs showed 77 attempts to call emergency services over 10 days, with only one brief connection. Photos on the camera initially showed scenic views, but later disturbing images included Chris's bleeding head. Eventually, scattered remains, including a boot with a foot inside and a pelvic bone, were found. Theories range from accidental demise to foul play, with some suspicion falling on their tour guide, Feliciano. The case remains a haunting mystery, drawing attention from around the world. 5. Stacy Ann Aris. In mid-July 1981, 14-year-old Stacy Ann Aris vanished in Yosemite National Park. She had been eagerly anticipating a horseback riding and camping trip with her father and a group of outdoor enthusiasts. On July 17th, after reaching Sunrise High Sierra Camp, Stacy decided to hike to Sunrise Lake, about 2 miles away. Her father, too tired to join, watched her set off with Gerald Stewart, an elderly man from their group. Gerald soon returned to camp, but Stacy continued alone and was never seen again. Stacy's father and Gerald grew worried when she didn't return, prompting a massive search effort. Despite extensive searches involving helicopters, search dogs, and volunteers, only a camera lens was found near the trail. Theories about her disappearance range from falling into a crevice or being attacked by a wild animal to abduction. However, no evidence supports any of these theories conclusively. The search was called off after 12 days, and Stacy remains the only person to have disappeared from the Sunrise Lake area, leaving her fate a mystery for over 4 decades. 6. Caitlyn of Virginia. Caitlyn Akens, a 19-year-old from Virginia, went missing on December 5, 2015. She had been visiting her family in Spotsylvania County and was scheduled to fly back to Arizona, where she lived with her girlfriend, Amber. Her ex-stepfather, James Branton, drove her to the Springfield metro station instead of the airport, claiming she wanted to visit a mall first. Caitlyn texted her mom that she was at the airport and later messaged Amber that something had come up and she wouldn't be flying back that day. The next day, a blue suitcase belonging to Caitlyn was found in a ditch near Fredericksburg, containing her wallet and cash, but no phone or clothes. Suspicion arose around her ex-stepfather as Caitlyn's friends noted her discomfort around him, and text message discrepancies suggested he might not have been truthful about her drop-off location. Despite extensive searches, including police investigations and public appeals, Caitlyn remains missing. Various theories, from foul play to her voluntarily running away, have been considered, but her disappearance remains an unsolved mystery. 7. In the summer of 2001, Jason Jolkowski, a shy, hard-working 19-year-old from Omaha, Nebraska, vanished on June 13th after leaving his home for work. With his car in the shop, he was set to walk, but got a ride offer from a co-worker. Despite plans to meet her just blocks away, Jason never arrived. His brother last saw him at 10:45 a.m., and his absence wasn't reported until the next morning due to misconceptions about reporting times. The police's delayed response and initial runaway theory hampered the investigation. Adding to the mystery, Samuel Sherman vanished in a similar manner a month later. Jason's parents, driven by their ordeal, founded the Jason Project to spotlight missing persons cases and reform handling practices. 8. On April 26, 1989, in Willow, Alaska, 8-year-old David Michael Borer went missing after a trip to the Kashwitna River sandbar. Known for his adventurous spirit, David often hitchhiked, which made his sudden disappearance particularly puzzling. Despite a massive search effort, including helicopters and search dogs, no trace was found beyond the park's highway, hinting he may have been picked up by a passing vehicle. As searchers hit dead ends, a disturbing Polaroid from Florida emerged, showing a boy resembling David with a woman, both bound and distressed. This photo, taken around the same time as David's disappearance, fueled fears of abduction. Despite intense scrutiny, David's case remains unresolved, with no definitive answers about his fate. Wrapping up these creepy stories of strange and terrifying vanishings, one thing is clear: the unknown really gets to us. If you enjoyed this dive into the mysterious as much as we did, don't forget to hit subscribe for more captivating tales. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.